Yes, guys, welcome back to the Ilovesesh podcast. You know, like I always state and what I always say, I always get legendary hosts in the building. I get legendary DJs in the building. I get it all. Know what I mean? But this one here, big shout out to CK, pending for time.
I know we've been trying to organise this and work the logistics out for a very long time, but I'm glad to say that we finally worked it out, and I'm here sitting in the chair and I'm here sitting in front of you and ready to have a conversation.
Legendary.
Thank you
appreciate
very much,
you. I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate
Thank you very much,
what you
sir.
bring to the table, what you bring to the scene. To be fair, even one of my close friends, he was like in the garage thing and that from early. So like he's the one that even introduced me to, you get me? I went to, I think it was like a Sun City. I think, wow, God, time ago.
Yeah, years ago.
And I thought, raw, who's this? You get me? I thought, raw. And I thought, yeah, from that day, real deal. Everywhere I've been to where you're on set or straight shutdown, so I appreciate that. Very motivational. One of my favourite hosts, MCs, definitely
Thank you.
in my top 5. Do you know what I mean? I
Thank
was
you
going to
very
put out the list, but I was getting the DMs. It was all getting all
draw
messy
for the
already.
list, draw
You
for
get
the
me?
list, draw for the list.
Yeah, no, you know what? Man has to be a man. Man needs to be a man. So I'm just letting you know, obviously, I threw out the list to people. It's a bit of reshuffling, but
I appreciate it.
like,
I appreciate
you
it.
get me? You're in my 5. Do you know what I mean?
thank
I'm at 5. It's strong. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
So yeah, man. How we doing though?
I'm very, very well, you know, Mark, man. I'm
man.
so blessed to be here, man, and thank you very much for having me here so we can have a little chat. But yeah, being appreciated and working for as long as I have and doing what I do, I'm always about, first and foremost, entertaining. Because as a host or an MC, you've got to try and entertain the crowd.
100.
Do you know what I'm saying? Your job is to maybe try and take the raver out of their comfort zone of what they've been through the week and just give them a sense of enjoyment and vibe so they can forget about what they've done all week and just in that space and in that time just let loose and let go and just be entertained with enjoyment and vibes and entertainment. I always say, I use this as a marker, that the MC is 25%, the DJ is 25%, but the ravers are 50%. Now, when you've got those 3 elements together, how much does it add up to? 100.
100, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
100.
So the crowd is more important than the MC and more important than the DJ. You understand what I'm saying? Because you've got to connect with them. When they're giving you off them vibes and you're MCing and the DJ's playing these tunes, when it all comes together, it makes it 100%, and that's what we're looking for at every event, every party, every dance, you know, every festival. You want to be able to connect with the crowd, and that's what I've always been about. You know, trying to connect to them so that they can feel as if I'm talking to them personally. You know, it's a personal thing. You know, before I started, there was no rewinds.
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
The DJs didn't want no one to rewind. What? Rewind? Nah, I don't want to rewind. And then I was like, listen, can't you hear the crowd? So then that's when I started, give me a sign if you want the rewind. Give me a sign if you... And so when the crowd are making up noise, DJs look at you like, I'm looking at him like, look, you've got to pull it up now.
You got to.
Because look, the crowd is asking for it, and I've asked them. So, you know, adhere to them, because at the end of the day, they've paid their money. You want to give them their enjoyment. Make them feel like you're talking to them.
We'll talk.
Personally. So yeah, that's one thing that I always stick with, and I've always stayed with that. Always interacting.
Yeah,
You know,
I noticed that as well. Yeah,
that's
definitely.
That's the thing that I think, for me, is one of my strong points, is interacting with the crowd. You know, and, you know, just creating a lot of energy. Because that's what it don't matter if there's 10 people in the dance or 10,000, I'm still going to do exactly the same thing. You know, as an MC or as a host, when I'm on stage, that's when I'm at home. You know, that's where I feel comfortable.
Comfy, yeah.
Yeah, that's my comfort zone when I'm on the stage. Nowadays, I even jump off the stage and go in the crowd because I want the crowd to know that, do you know what? You can get to me. When I say get to me, you can touch me. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to feel as if I'm just like you, because trust me, before I was an MC, I was a raver. I was there raving where you are. So I don't feel no way to go in the crowd and rave in the crowd with a cordless microphone and bubble with the people.
Thing.
You understand what I'm saying? For them, it's excitement, it's engagement again, and it's vibes. And that's what you want.
Yeah,
It's
no,
about
100%.
create some vibes.
Crowd control, man. I think that's the
Well,
key.
well,
man.
I think that's another key word. Crowd control.
I think that's the key, man.
Yeah.
I think that's why I feel like there's tiers of hosts and MCs. You know what I mean? I feel like the tiers of crowd control. I think you're definitely high tier on that. Like I know you might gonna think this is, I don't know if it's a shout, but like you see, like you and Gemini, I see a lot of traits with the crowd control and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
And why? Because me and Gemini come from the same school.
era. Do you know
Again,
what I mean?
not even era, the same area.
Okay,
I grew up with
see,
Gemini.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it's what I'm saying, I didn't know that. So
Grew up
you
with
know,
Gemini. So I know Gemini from we was little bit. So coming from where we come from, Brent, North Wheezy, you know, it was predominantly just sound systems.
Yeah, of course, Northwest, innit? Yeah.
As I say to people, you know, Brent as a borough, it's like that program back in the 80s called Fame with Leroy with a big afro.
I never heard of it.
Fame was a place, it was like a college, and you had singers, dancers, people who do theatre, you know, all sorts of arts and crafts people. Brent is exactly the same, but with sounds, MCs, DJs, sound systems, selectors, operators, man who build sound, man who build box, radio presenters. And Northwest taught me that. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't help but grow up in the area. You're submerged in it. So you soak it up. You go to school, you got man like Bubba Ranks. You know what I mean? I used to chat lyrics with General Levy when we was teenagers in his yard. You know what I'm saying? We're close like that. So our area was just sound system. And them time back in the 80s, it was like ragga sound systems.
Yeah,
like
but
Java,
still,
you know, Volcano, Ecotone, Saxon, Coxon, all them sort of sound systems. We grew up on all that. You know what I'm saying? And we created our own thing, you know, from that. But that area is what grew us on that.
On that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you're still going to now.
Well, fortunate,
Good run, mate. Good run.
Fortunate for me, I am still doing what I'm doing because, like I say to people, you can go and get anybody else, but there's only one of me. And 9 times out of 10, most people know what I bring to the table. They know, when CK's there, all right, yeah, I know what CK's
you know what's going on.
You know what's going on. You know he's going to interact. You know he's going to vibe with you. You know, most DJs that I work with, they're usually happy to see me. Like, oh yeah, wicked, our CK's here.
Yeah, we know what's going on there.
We know what's going on, then we know we can create a good vibe with him because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, I've got to big up Brent for that, for teaching me that sound systems and stuff like that. Me and MC Neat was in the same class at school. We was in our very first sound system together. You know, I met at 16, so learning the trait from then to now, it's been a long journey.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When I got into the garage, well, first of all, it was jungle.
Yeah, it's jungle, that's what I was saying.
So from ragga, we went to jungle. And then so we was doing jungle. I used to do tapes with guys, a couple of my friends in Northwest, DJ Legal Twist, his missus Lady Mish, my brother Maddox, you know what I mean? Groovy Nookie, R.I.P. Ellen Fats. We used to do tapes every week. And these tapes started circulating and people started going mad for these tapes. You know what I'm saying? This was on Jungle. And so then we started going out to all these raves. And then we went to, where was the place? I used to go to Electribe, which was in the West End.
Okay.
There was a club called Electribe. I'm trying to remember the guy's name, it'll come to me at some point. But anyway, yeah, he would have 100 MCs in there.
Oh, there's bare MCs in there.
Bare MCs. But do you know what? There was 5 man that came through. And then 5 man, Shabba, Skibber, my cousin, R.I.P., Neat, DT, myself. These are the lights that came through, and we actually came through and made our name,
pop,
household name that is as it is now.
No, but 100%.
That's schooling, and then from there, I went on to garage. So because jungle was really, really tight knit, you know, I'll be in the rave, raving, and listening to 5-0, Debt.
Yeah, I'm not
Moose,
really. I don't know about
Navigator.
jungle. You know, I don't really
Ragga Twins, these guys, and I'll be on the dance floor MCing away to myself. The crowd will come around me like, "Bro, you should be up there." I'm like, "Yeah, well, but this was early days, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll go to places like Orange, at Hippodrome, where my cousins were on the door, so I'd always get in. So, but the very first person to give me a microphone in a rave is MC. Hardcore MC. Legendary. He used to MC with Stevie Hyper D at Orange Hippodrome. And I got in his ear. I was on the dance floor, got in his ear. I went up there, got in his ear because my cousins was security, so I was able to get access. And he was like, yeah, that sounds good. And then he goes, boom, he just gave me the mic. And I was like, in Hippodrome, MCing. And I was like, wow.
Was that your first?
That's the very first.
Like,
so big up MC. Enough love to you, my brother, because you already know what you've done. You know what I'm saying? And Stevie Hyper D and them man, they look at me like, yo, okay.
Right, yeah, okay.
But like I said, Jungle was it was very tight, very, very tight to try and break through and try and get into. And then Garage came along, early 90s, and still doing radio, still trying to get into the jungle. But then I said, you know, okay, I've got a kind of ragga element to my stuff because growing in Northwest is,
yeah, that's the pattern.
It's that kind of element. So I started spitting over Garage. And the only station that was really, I mean, there was Weekend Rush, there was Magic, there was London Underground, but Freak FM was the one.
Freak FM?
Now, Freak FM was the station. So coming from Northwest, I was like, you know what? And after doing all the tapes with the jungle, and I was like, you know what, yeah, let me see what we can do.
This one. Yeah.
See if I can fit in here. And lo and behold, went up there a couple of times, didn't get on.
Oh, you just went up there, yeah? Like, so...
Well, made phone calls, and you know, at the time we spoke to the management, and it's like, yeah, we want to come on the station. And they're like, yeah, but we don't know you, and you're from over West London. We're only dealing with predominantly in the North London area. Yeah. You know, the likes of EZ, Madness, you know, Ranking, those kind of guys. And then one day I think they said, oh, okay, come up. So we went up to Freak FM, me and my Bridget Maddox, and we met up with, EZ met us, took us to the studio, met the guys there, and then I had there was a DJ there called Farid, and somebody missed their show, and so he goes, EZ said, can you let these guys come on with you? And he was like, what? Nah, I don't know these man there, bro. What you want me to let these guys come on my set? This is my thing, you get me? So I don't know, after, you know, a good 20 minutes of, you know,
back and forth.
He goes, all right, okay, cool. Lo and behold, we found out at the end of the night that he's a man from West London as well.
Yeah, after all of that,
he's from Harrow Road.
After all of that.
So I'm like,
brother, come on, brother.
I was like, yo. So then he started naming people like that. And I'm like, I know that.
Then from there.
And then from there, it was like, okay. Yeah. So then the show went well. The show went really well. And he was like, okay, yeah, you know what? You man is all right. And then I said, yeah, listen, we come from West London, bro.
Yeah, come on, man.
We're kind of the outcasts. We're the outcasts here. But we're coming to do something. And I think the vibes that we created, we then called ourselves the Vibes-In Crew. Me, Farid, and Dexter. And we used to do a 4-hour show, so from 10 till 2.
Okay.
Yeah, big, on a Saturday. So we had that show running for a few years, and we really got a lot of airplay.
And it started from there.
And then you had the likes of Mickey Zoo, from Bobby and Steve Zoo.
Yeah.
They were on Kiss, and he used to draw for certain people from Freak and certain other stations to come do their big events, like Lords of the Underground.
Yeah.
Gas Club. Tony Mydon, Mickey's brother, God rest his soul as well. Cookies and Cream, Holborn, all these big events, Camden's, Bagley's. So then it would normally be me and Rankin. What Mickey Zoo done for us was give us a platform. He gave me and MC Rankin a platform. Now, what I say to the man them nowadays, you go in and do an hour. You see, when we was in Camden in 1997, 96, 97, me and Rankin MC was doing the whole night.
It's the whole night.
From 10 till 7. But I would get there probably about 1 o'clock because I was still on the radio.
Yeah.
And the joke about it was that people would be on the radio with us, and they wouldn't leave the radio until I've left to go to Camden. And then they would be outside waiting and to see us go in, and then they would come in and dance. It was mad. It was a really, really crazy time. But that gave me, and like the MC Rankin, I would say, a learning of how to control crowds and how to deal with crowds, because when you're working all night, you can't just bellow out all your lyrics in the first hour. You've got to take people up, you've got to take people down, and got to take people on the journey. So that's where my real schooling came from when I came into the West End. You know what I'm saying? And into that arena. Every now and again I'll go back to Northwest, go to a Shabeen, go to a blues, go to a dance. I'll go in there and I'm like coming out slow motion. But once I got to the West End, I saw the bright lights of the city and I was like, you know what, this is me. This is where I can fit in. And with this music as well, garage, because everyone seems to like my style, my flavour, even, God rest his soul, my brother MC Blakey, when I first met him, he looked at me and he goes, the way I gave him the mic was like to say, I just done mash up the place, and this was Pure Silk at Pasha in Victoria. The way I mashed up the dance, I gave him the mic with a smug look on my face to say, here you go, now you do what you got to do.
Yeah, because I know my...
I've done my thing. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's when I first met DT as well. But, the schooling was from Mickey Zoo.
Yeah.
And Bobby and Steve and those guys there from KISS. That gave us a platform, gave me and Rankin a platform to work our craft for hours, not just an hour, the man them do now. This is a whole night.
Straight, it's 5 hours.
Yeah, straight, like 6 hours even, just rolling. Taking people up, taking people down, and getting to know all the DJs, and it was a great time.
Do you prefer them times than now? If you had to choose?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I would say yes, because it was all new then. Everything was new. It was fresh. You understand what I'm saying? Now, being in it so long, things recycle.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, you must have seen a lot of things just going round and round.
Yeah, but I mean, at the beginning, it's all brand new. It's all fresh. It's all exciting. It's all like, what's going on? You're like, but it was a time. It will never come back, but it was a time which, I appreciate that I actually was there, and probably had some sort of influence, as a lot of people will say to me when they stop me.
And you notice as well, I think you've survived the stages as well when there weren't social media. And
Absolutely.
I think, and that's when, even like I was saying to my friend as well, that when you could survive that era and still get out there and be as known as you are, I think it's different levels to now. Because now you could just do one viral moment and it's like, all right, which is not a problem, each to their own.
It's not a problem. It just means it's easier access for people to see you.
To see you, 100%. But I think if you come through the stages where you had none of that other than just radio,
we just about had phones.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. So it's like, I heard a lot of people say they prefer it then. I think because the authenticity of it.
Yeah, and it was more authentic then.
Yeah.
There was no bullshit. Sorry,
but you know what I mean.
There was none of that nonsense. It was people there for
pure,
the music.
It's natural,
it was pure.
It was pure, yeah.
Unadulterated. It was pure.
Yeah,
it was just energy of just pure vibes. It wasn't people coming in to stand up. People used to come there to come and check girls. I mean, we used to go to North London, Eros, and it got so well known that people were travelling from all over England to come to this place in North London. And it was like, yo.
Yeah, right.
Just to come and rave. Because they'd heard Enfield, they heard about this club and Eros. We'd all be in there, and it was crazy. I mean, like I said, it was pure them times there. It was real.
Yeah,
and
real.
It was exciting.
Exciting.
I'm not saying that now ain't real.
I think
now it's been adapted, but then it was real.
I think now as well, like even like now where I'm selective. See, before, I think that's where it killed my little enjoyment for it. Like before I weren't selective. I think I was just out. So now I'm selective where I go. I think even the crowd wise, I think it has when it comes to ravers, as I am, I think even the age, length of pound of people you're raving with, the age, the sound, everything. Before I didn't know about that. I just used to go out.
You just go out,
yeah. I've noticed when I go to the more mature raves now, the older raves, it's just, I would say just say Sun City. I go to Sun City. I'm like, mature crowd, legendary situation here, and I'm thinking, so even like the pure garages and stuff. It just I'm over that side, innit? Do you know what I mean? And I just like everything about it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. All the MCs, it's just authentic.
Everybody brings something to the table. Their 100%. Own style, their own vibe,
of course.
Their own unique lyrics, and it's always nice to be around people who are on the same page as you, that understand what you're doing and appreciate what you're doing, and just as you appreciate them for being there and, you know, looking up to you, so to speak.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, of course.
You know, people put us on a pedestal. I'm just me, regardless. You know, I'm the same person I am on stage. I'm the same person on the dance floor. There's no distinction, and I don't want anybody to see there's a distinction.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Some people say I'm a bit too humble, but do you know what? That's just me. But my ego, when I get a microphone and I get on that stage, I'm that different character. I'm that character which is, I know that I just want to give that person the best time.
I know I'm on in there. Yeah, like you know. Yeah.
I just want to give them the best time, because like you might have had a crap week, a rubbish week at work. You know, you want to go out, you just want to let your hair down. Yeah, I know that MC there is gonna make me shuck out, vibes out, and enjoy myself.
Enjoy your thing. Yeah. What do you, even like the new MCs you see coming through? Do you think? I feel like, sorry, let me even rephrase it. I feel like nowadays you don't really need to you don't need to put in a lot of work to get put on a pedestal. I think I'll say it's.
Do you know why? Because for me, it's popularity.
So you're saying, you think if I had, like, for example, I had 20,000 followers, you had, say, 2,000, but you're a better MC, do you think I will get booked because of my popularity, of my...
In today's
society, fully.
You would do, because everything's social now, everything's online. You know, majority of things are like that. That's going to be the case, you know, because it's online, and everything nowadays is online. But for me, myself personally, I'm getting booked on what I do.
Oh, you do,
and
yeah.
people have seen what I do over the years, so they know what they're getting with me.
Yeah, no, facts,
Do you know what I'm saying?
facts, 100%.
And that don't change. Like I said, there could be 10 people in there. I'm still going to give you 100%, because I'm there to do a job. That job is to entertain. You know what I mean? And lift you up in kind of whatever situation you're in. I'm there to lift you up. Do you know what I'm saying? And give you some sort of enjoyment, because you've paid your money.
Yeah,
if you've paid your hard-earned money, which you already know that in this day and age, coming across money is very difficult. Yeah, you want to get your money's worth and your value's worth. Yeah, 100%. You know.
So have you been in this? So have you? I was going to say, like, your worst situation in the rave, like, hosting wise, like, has mics cut off before where you couldn't come on back on everyone, or like situations like?
There's been a couple of times like that. There's been even a couple of times like in the early days where man would be like, "Oh, you're talking too much," and lock the mic off. Yeah.
No, I've heard that before.
That's in the early days.
I've heard that before.
That's in the early days. A man would say like, "You're doing too much," you know what I'm saying, and lock it off. That was in the early days.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I'm saying like pre-2000, but now as we're a bit more older, a bit more maturer, and be able to see while going. You can, you know, it's not about spitting over vocals. You got to let the DJ do his thing as well, because, like I said, you're 25%, he's 25%. Work together, you make that 50%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And knowing when to come in and when not to come in. You know, a lot of MCs make that mistake of just blabbering on about whatever, you know, and not even looking at the crowd. That's one thing as well that, you know, back in the day, a man would MC for 5-10 minutes, put the mic down and walk away. When I came about, I'm MCing for a good couple of hours, and people are like, "Rod,
he's still going.
But I'm creating energy, and that's what people always saw with me. So I always just kept that mantra. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, engage. For me, it's just all about engaging with people.
100%.
You got to engage with people. That's what they're there for. You want to engage with them. If you don't engage with them and you're MCing with your back to them, what do you expect them to rave? That makes sense.
We'll talk.
You know, like DJing. If you don't look at the crowd to see what's going on when you're DJing, or even, this is what I say, never trust a DJ that doesn't dance.
Why do you say that?
Because DJing, okay, I DJ as well. Now, I MC to Garage. Garage has made my name. But when I'm playing music, I play house music. I like the soulful thing. Now, back in 2016, lives was just starting off. I started doing live streams on Facebook in 2016, whereas 2 hours you could have 50, 60,000 people around the world listening to you mix. Now, if you're bubbling on a screen, people are, that's
engaged.
The energy is going through the screen.
Out, yeah.
But if you're standing up still like this, like a mannequin, Don't expect the person in their yard watching you on TV to be bubbling around the room. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. Never trust a DJ that doesn't dance. You got to be. This is me personally. I can't talk for anybody else, but this is what I see and this is what I feel and this is what I know I've gone through. When I'm bubbling, when I'm DJing, people love that because it creates an energy, and they can. Not only can they see the energy, they feel the energy.
No, real talk.
So when I say to certain DJs now up and coming, yo, listen, always look at the crowd so you can see what's going on and they can see you looking at them. And, you know what I mean, look how bubbly here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because then, if you're bubbling, they're going to take your lead and they're going to follow your bubble too.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah? A DJ that used to do that constantly, Carl Tough Enough Brown, he was a man that used to be bubbling hard, shucking out. And I'm like,
You're feeling your own thing.
You're feeling your own thing, but what you're doing is you're spreading that energy and that aura to people. And like I said, when I was DJing, or when I am DJing, that's what I do when I'm on screen. Like I said, I started in 2016. No one wasn't really on that them times there. That's nearly what? That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Time flies.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Way before COVID in 2020. And by that time, I'd got probably about 100,000 followers all over the world. But the majority of people that I was playing to were in New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, Washington, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, California. You know what I mean? All of, Australia, But they only see me as the bubbly DJ. Majority of them don't know me as the MC.
MC.
They don't know me as the MC, but what's different with me is I would spit a couple bars while I'm playing music. So they'll say, "Wow, this guy's different."
You could host, you could thingy, you could DJ,
I could do quite a lot. Yeah, so those were really, really good times. Really before COVID. Yeah. But then when COVID come,
COVID's a weird one.
Don't get me wrong, it helped a lot of people.
Yeah. I think it helped a lot more than...
It helped a hell of a lot more than people than
too much.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because,
too much,
because there was nothing to do. There was no clubs. There was no clubs to go to.
That was your time, though. I think a lot of people took it and ran with it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Good luck to them. And, a lot of people have come through on that COVID.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I said, there's few people out there now. I remember people, if you give them the microphone.
Mad, innit?
People won't even give them the mic.
Mad, innit?
I'm telling you.
It's mad, innit? I know.
Don't get me wrong.
It's mad.
I would always give a man a mic and always give a man encouragement to do his thing. Because as an MC, don't pigeonhole yourself as that type of MC or just a garage MC or just a jungle MC or just a jungle host or a house host. An MC is an MC, bro, or a host is a host.
More talk.
Yeah? The fact of the matter is, you can't pigeonhole me in one genre. You know why? Because give me nothing and I'll still chat.
You saying? Real like that?
Like that, bro.
Give me nothing, I'll still...
Give me anything, just give me nothing and I'll just spit some bars.
Yeah?
I don't need music. Yeah. Give me fresh air and I'll still roll. Yes, I said, don't pigeonhole me. You understand what I'm saying? I'll chat over anything, but what I've done is over the years adapt my style to what's in.
Yeah, what's going on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the fact of the matter is, I'm probably one of the few that can maybe jump from garage to the house scene because I play house music. So that man didn't know that I understand how to play music, so I know how to host to it. Probably, so big up the house crew. You already know.
The house crew.
You already know.
No, I don't know what. Yeah, I think even host or MC. I always keep saying host because I feel like host and MC is the same thing. What do you think? No, do you think? Yeah, but you can't. It's the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Do you know what? MC stands for Master of Ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you do in that bracket. You're the master of ceremony.
No, you made that. Yeah.
A host is a person who can. For me, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
For me, it's the same thing.
It has to be.
It's just that a host ain't spitting only per bars and spraying only per bars.
Yeah.
Whereas an MC would.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. It's true though. It's
because
true.
When you look at garage, you can spray your bars.
Yeah, you can spray on that. Yeah.
House, because
you can though.
No. Listen, I'm agreeing with you. Yes, you can, but as you know, the purists in house don't like MCs.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
I'm talking about the purists. I'm going back to Ibiza. I was one of the first to MC in Ibiza, and they were like, and this was with Bobby and Steve and those guys. You know what I'm saying? And this is like about 90.
Ibiza.
Now Ibiza's just a house place. They don't really deal with MCs.
Yeah,
there's no MCs.
There's no MCs. No.
Yeah,
I got to be
when we went to Napa, man spraying the whole place down.
Napa was lit. I like Napa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But again, with the purists and the house thing, for me, you can spray bars, but you just got to know when to come in and when to leave.
Yeah.
And also when to let the DJ do his thing.
I thought, ain't that with everything, though?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. That's with everything. And this is where learning the craft comes in. This is where you got to learn your craft. You know what I'm saying? As a host or MC, you got to learn and read the crowd.
Yeah, no, that's key. That's key.
Yeah?
That's key.
To be successful in this game, I tell MCs right now, always look at the crowd, always engage with them, because crowd participation is always the key.
You're going to win.
You're always going to win. That's, everyone's got their own little thing that they say. Like Creed, we're doing it again. DT, we're loving it. Me, Ollie. When you're hearing certain things and people are bawling out your thing, you're like, that's crowd participation and engagement. You know?
Ollie, is that your thing, yeah?
That's my thing, bro.
Your thing?
That's my thing, bro.
From your thing?
That's my thing. You know what I'm telling you? Yeah?
That's your thing. So I'm sitting in front of the originator.
Yeah, I started that in about 97.
Do you know what? Palace. Yeah, I wonder who... yeah, so I didn't know that.
Well, I'll give you the story. I was in Camden Palace, Lords the Underground, and it was about 6 o'clock. I was ready to go home. And my brethren, Oliver Marquis, he was somewhere in Camden. And I just said, Ollie, where are you? Come, son. Like, Ollie.
Oh, look how it started. Yeah.
And then 3,000 people went, oi, oi, oi.
What? Onto something now.
And everybody, my mind's going mad now, thinking, right, everyone's got their little thing. I said, let me try that again, just to make sure I wasn't.
Yeah, like the word does, yeah.
Imagine when you got 3,000 people. So I said, Ollie. And the crowd went, oi, oi, oi. And I said, no,
caught it, bang, that's me, done.
I'm using that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you started that. I didn't know.
Since then,
everyone rinses the shit out. Not that it's a problem.
No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. But you know what? Again, I'll give a story again. When I first started doing that, I was with my dear friend MC Blakey. God rest his soul. We was in Iron Napa, and from Camden to Iron Napa, I'm starting to hear other people do it now. And me and them standing in the rave and I'm getting vexed. I'm like, bruv, I only done that like about a couple of weeks ago in Camden. And I'm hearing other people do it. And I'm like, yo. And I was like, no, man, I'm going to go and cuss this guy out. I'm going to go and cuss this MC and say, yo. So when I to the MC, he goes, where you get that stuff from? He goes, oh, no. He started dithering her out. And then Blakey pulled me to one side and goes, CK.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what, bro? Don't even take it as no badness, yeah, or don't even go on with no badness. You know why? Them man is using your thing. You take it as a compliment that your style, your vibe, and your energy, because people know what you're about, they're using your thing, so take it as a compliment. And from that day onwards, I've just looked at it like, you know what?
Of course it is, though.
I'll take it as a compliment. Yeah, but I mean, at the beginning it wasn't. I was like, because back in the day I was like, man's parroting my stuff. But over the years, I've seen it grow to now where it's a vibe. It's what gets people. It gives them a little energy.
Is that a part of your set though? Every time that Ollie, do you use that every single time you have a booking?
Every single. It depends on where I am.
Okay.
It depends on where I am.
I thought that.
But most people say, yeah, the only person that really should be saying it is me because it's my thing. But you can't stop.
That one's out of your control. To be fair,
it's gone so much out of my control that I went to a festival.
That was good
in Germany, and I heard them doing it over there.
Yeah, I know you thought,
in German. Ticka taka, oi, oi, oi. I nearly dropped down there.
Ticka taka.
I swear.
Hey,
and that's in a festival.
Out of control.
Yeah, so it's out of my control. So I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I say, if I had £1 for every time someone said I'll be a billionaire right now.
It's out of your control.
But you know what? I'm just glad that I've brought something to the table that is now etched.
The trademark that way.
Yeah, no. It's etched in UK history.
You know, I did it, but you know what? It's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And I never thought, right? Do you know what who was I speaking to? And it came up, but it came up lightly. It's like we just brushed past. I was speaking to Frost. And was it Frost?
Mike Man Frost.
Yeah, I think it was Mike Man Frost. Yeah. Then I can't remember what we were saying. Then Ollie come up. He's like, boy, it's been a bit questionable who started it, but like it didn't even register in my head. Then we kind of just brushed it off.
That's my truth, bruv, right there.
Yeah. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
That's legendary. That one there, that bar's mad. Well, it's so simple and so effective.
And the person I was calling, it's just funny because he laughs about it. The guy Oliver. Oliver. He laughs about it.
Laughs about it, yeah. He must do.
And he's a very good friend of MCMC.
Yeah.
Again, so I was hanging out with those guys in the early days and it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that we laugh about now.
It's crazy,
we laugh about it now. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just to have something, just to have a name and to have something identifiable to me.
Do you think it's a thing where it's like, if you know, you know? Or do you feel like people who was in the industry from then know that that's your thing?
Listen, it started off with me. There's nothing more to say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So people can say whatever they want, but they know where it started.
Yeah.
It started with me.
Yeah.
I was calling my brethren Oliver in Camden Palace in 97. And the crowd went, wait. And I was like, you know what, I'm onto something here.
Yeah.
And that was it. I just started using it.
Bosh.
Just like that.
It's in Germany now.
And it just, from then, it's a whirlwind effect. Because it was like a vibe. It was like, bro, yeah.
Yeah, because that I feel like that saves a lot of that saves a lot of hosts, mate.
That saves a lot of hosts.
That
because
saves
if you're in a dark place, which none of us have been.
Listen.
You say Ollie and you get the crowd. Okay.
You've come back up to life.
You've come back up now.
And I always thought that's a saviour. It's that, but there's times it ain't worked.
Yeah.
There's people go, but that has saved a lot of people.
It saves a lot of people now.
Yeah, it does.
It still does.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Yeah, trust me.
Bro.
Listen, I go in the rave and I hear it and I laugh. I just laugh now because I've gone through that stages of years of it, and I'm like, it doesn't even faze me anymore. But that's down to MC Blakey, R.I.P. my brother, who said, no, CK, take it as a compliment. And I just take it as a compliment.
Yeah, definitely should be a compliment.
There's other sounds like, like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Starting things like that. So everybody's doing their own version of it. So, it's just nice. This is what, you see me as an MC. I set trends. I don't follow trends. Yeah? Set trend, me not follow trend. That I understand me come for recommend you coulda run up town, go call your girlfriend, coulda run up town, go tell your boyfriend, set trend, me not follow trend. I set trends for others to follow. I'm a trendsetter. Yeah? And that's just me.
That's it, simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that. I set trends. I don't follow trends, I set them for others to follow. What you do with it afterwards are your business.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, obviously you've been there for a minute, man. That's like no one can't ever take that away from you. Do you know what I mean? How long you've been in the industry for?
I've been probably nearly coming up to 3 decades, bro.
Same, bro.
Like I said, from 16, I was in a sound with MC Neat, in our very first sound. So I've been around sound systems and sound and music and.
Are you at a place where you want to be though? To like, see that how you obviously are MC. Are you happy with where you are? Do you feel like you should be? Do you think you get the recognition that you?
No. Do you know what? I get my flowers and I get my recognition.
Yeah, I think you do.
100%.
I think
I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah, I definitely.
I love MCing, but I love DJing as well. So I might see some people look like, oh, it's DJing as well. I might be taking on
just come to do everything, bro.
Yeah.
You know how it is out here though as well.
Of course you know how it is, but you know what? You can't stop talent. That's one thing you have to know. You can't stop talent. If man's got talent, man's gonna roll through.
It's natural talent, bro.
And for me, fortunate, it's organic. I'm not trying to do it. I'm just doing it.
You got the bubbly persona though. Like it's natural. Like
it's natural, man. That's me, bro.
Every time I see you have that little. Because even one time I was like I got a booking. This was early when I just started and. It was Sully. I think it was Sully Brown's thing. It was in what's that
Trent
place?
Park?
It was in Trent Park.
Right, so that was me and Antonio's rate.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Afro Soul London.
I think it was. But I think you booked Tabs that time. I think you booked Tabs with Damon.
Right.
They didn't. But I think they didn't have a host.
That's it.
But I don't think you. I think you come a bit.
I come a bit later.
Yeah. So obviously, I thought, okay, cool. They're like, do the thingy. I said, like, no. So obviously, went on it. Blah 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 blah. Done a thing. Then when you come on, I thought, rah. Everything, like the whole persona changed in the whole way. I thought, rah. So what did I was literally thinking there, watching. I thought, what did I do here then? So I thought, cool. Even the way he was holding the mic was just different. Like, but I'm just saying, I was literally watching everything. Like, like the way the mic was getting held, the way this and that. I was thinking, raw.
How I'm engaging with people.
At the same time, this is
what I used to tell Solly. You know, he's a great host. He doesn't have to speak bars.
Big up Solly. Big up Solly, my guy. Natural brother.
Natural, brother. But then I showed him a few things because he was on board with us, and you know what I'm saying. He's now progressed.
Yeah, he's big. Solly's my guy, man.
He's a big host and a big DJ as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he just needed some guidance. Yeah. Just to elevate.
That day. I thought, oh, all right, because obviously I was trying to get into the avenue. I thought, okay.
Yeah, Trent Park.
That was like a little, all right, cool. So there's just more, there's way more to it. Because I think you come on and I think, was Gemini on after? And I thought, raw. That was like the first time I was around like, man.
Yeah.
You get me? And I thought, raw.
And we was catering to kind of the older crowds.
Yeah. It was a nice rave. It's the first time I've been there before. So
Trent Park. Yeah,
and I thought, okay, these are the big. You know what I mean? I thought, all right, these are the boys. Like these are the. I was just sitting there. And I thought, okay, let me just analyze the thing. So, okay, see here, come on, done your thing. I thought, okay, cool.
Yeah, me, Antonio, we started Afro Soul London, and that's we done quite a lot with that. Still doing bits.
Man. That's like the first. Obviously, I've been to all the other raves, but that was the first the
big people thing is like raw.
This is all good. Even man's tone and even the tone, brother. I know you might think rock, but even I thought raw.
Listen, the key thing about MCing is being able to be heard clearly.
I didn't even know that.
As a host or an MC, any person who's on the mic, you've got to be heard clearly. Yeah. Because when you're talking to the crowd, you want them to hear what you're saying. The minute they're not hearing what you're saying, they switch off and they're not engaged again. If you're blabbering, what's he talking about? Then you hear people that go, what were you talking about? You've got to be able to be heard. And not only to be heard, but to be commanding. Because, you see, when I'm on the mic, I've got the biggest mouth. So I'm commanding. I'm the master here of ceremony. Commanding this event or commanding this area. Me I run things. Yeah? And I want you to hear everything I'm saying clearly. So that there's no misconception of what I'm saying.
You heard.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was thinking raw. No, but like I said, that day, cool, reality check. Because even it was snowing that day. Was that day snowing?
Right,
remember?
Right. I
remember.
That day was serious.
Yeah, it was snowing that day as well.
We got there, it wasn't snowing. When we left that dance,
brother,
it was the snow was up to the table.
Brother, man
people couldn't get home.
It's mad. I got stuck on one hill. It was mad. It was mad. It was stuck on some hills. But that day, reality check. I thought, okay, cool. All right. You got to attack it differently. But obviously,
what did you take from that day?
I think. From when you come from timidness, I think I was hiding.
Okay.
Didn't move about. Okay. I'll say, obviously they were DJing there. I didn't engage. I was just. I didn't have enough ready.
Okay.
And I don't think I was mentally prepared. As it was a last minute thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, cool. Doing the thingy. So I was thinking,
Okay.
So even from that, I got a lot of opportunities that year. I think it was like 2 years or 3 years ago. So I got a lot of opportunities that year. I got thrown in a lot of deep ends. You know what I mean? A couple of festivals. Trust me, I got a couple of festivals, Big One, Red Bull. You know what I mean? I got a couple in the Carnival, got a couple, Matt's Barbecue, I got a couple. And even Matt's Barbecue, bro. Risco come up to me and said, mate, if you're not a host, you got to move from behind the decks, bruv. You get me? But that was another one. Thrown in the deep end. Just there, supporting.
Again, people want to see you. Like I said, back in the day, man would be hiding. You can hear the MC, but
where is he? But I was hiding.
where is he?
He was like, "Bruv, come from the thing.
Come from the
I'm
thing,
like, bro,
man.
like,
Come and stand up
yeah, he's like,
firm.
come, man, come. I was like, bro, like, I thought, rah.
It's all learning.
Honestly, I thought, rah, like, you still got a long way to go. But that's fine. Because I look at, you see, like, so for example, the Geminis, for example, Fats, I don't know if you know Fats official. Fats, I think.
Fats. I've seen Fats do his thing.
I think and I think he's
really good.
Very multi. He's in the multi. He could do everything.
He could do everything. There you go.
He's in my 5. Like very. So there's. I got my little section.
But there is levels to this thing.
No. Of course, there's levels. Like there's tears. There's levels. Like there's tears.
Yeah.
But like that's my ideal. If it did come across again, and if I did attack it again, I know how I'm attacking it.
Yeah. Because you put those 5 people together, right? I'll take
bang. That. So I know how man's gonna attack it now. If that's the situation again, do you know what I mean?
But every situation, every dance is different. That's the thing.
Of course.
Every dance is not the same. You understand what I'm saying? Although, they're starting to become quite repetitive.
Obviously repetitive.
But
just as life, though, isn't it?
It is life. But at the same time, every dance is different, and you've got to attack it differently.
Yeah.
So this is why I say to DJs, always look at the crowd, see what's happening, see what they're doing, and you can get inkling of what you should give them, as well as playing old school tunes, but then you've got to play some new rhythms.
Yeah, of course.
Now I'm talking about garage here. Unfortunately for garage, it's
weird though.
We got stuck in just playing old school.
Yeah, but it's what? Where would I find it? I don't know. If you told me to go and look for new garage rhythms now, though, I wouldn't know where to start. And not to be disrespectful, rude.
And I'm not being disrespectful.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Okay, I haven't been in the scene. I can go to a few places and I can find.
Oh yeah, of course.
But the ordinary person. I mean, some people say garage is not dead, but. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird one. It's a weird one.
But for me, having heard garage for 2 decades, certain DJs are playing certain rhythms the same, and I'm like, do you know what? I want to be educated. And as a raver, you've paid your money. I want people to educate me, as well as entertain me. Listen, the DJ's job is to entertain and educate. Yeah. Now, when I'm playing house music. Bare new rhythms. I love that. Love that because it's new. I'm learning. I'm hearing things I've never heard before. I'm playing tunes that people ain't even heard before. People don't even know about. You understand what I'm saying? That's where. And for me, again, that's my comfort zone. I love playing soulful house music. That's my comfort zone.
Yeah, of course.
I love that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll play soulful house music all day long. I mean, I've got some bookings next week, following a couple of weeks after where I'm playing.
Are you playing, yeah?
Yeah. I do everything.
Yeah. That's how you got to be, though. That's how you got to be, bro.
And it's organic. I'm not trying to do it. I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
The very first, I've always kind of had a little dabble into DJing. Always. From back in the day, playing vinyl. You know what I'm saying? I bought my 1210s, you know what I'm saying, techniques. I'll be in my summer house trying to do my thing, and I'm like, oh man, what these guys, and then when you get that light bulb moment, ting, and I've put the 2 tunes in together and they're rolling, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, man's caught it.
I've caught it. Now I know what those DJs are doing. Yeah. I know what you're doing now. And then so you got this tune over here, deck 1, you got deck 2, and the tune in the middle is the 3rd tune because it's both of them together. So you got 3 things going in. I'm like,
yeah, you even confused me already. Bro.
No, but look, you got deck 1, you got that tune. Deck 2, you got that tune. When you put them together, you've got 3 tunes now, innit?
Yeah.
1, 2, and whatever you're mixing together, that's 3.
Yeah, but do you know what?
And that's the mix.
I can't get into it. DJ is hard. I can't even think. You see, every time I think about it, I can't. You know what? The only bit what confuses me.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
The bit what confuses me, is you're saying you got 1 tune here.
Yep.
You got 1 tune here.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And you got to beat match them.
Yeah.
Sync them so that they're playing together.
Already.
But listen, it took me years. Even in Napa, I was doing it. I might do 1 little mix and pots and pans and clanging in Insomnia, let's just say. Yeah? But I said, when I got that light bulb moment, that was it for me.
Yeah, I caught it.
But that was with vinyl. So now, it's all about getting those beats together. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping them there And then now you can mess about with the tops, mid-range, you know what I mean, the flange, the faders, all of that.
But I haven't tried though.
Well,
I haven't tried.
You know, it's not, like I said, it's not for everyone.
I'll just stay in my niche, you know what I mean? I'll stay in my niche, you know what I mean?
In saying that though, still, right, I think every host or MC should be able to DJ.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's all on the beat. Like how you're spitting bars 100%. On the beat, it's the same when you're mixing. It's all on the beat, mate.
100%. Because imagine you get the radio set up.
Yeah.
Man needs to know how to. You know what I mean? Man needs to know how to mix it up and that.
How to mix.
That's what I'm saying.
Present. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot, but you know, some people just focus on one thing. But you know, like I said, it's not for everyone.
No, it's not for everyone. But hosting's for you, and DJing's for you.
Well, so listen, I'm just a music person. I love music. It don't matter what it is. Music. I just love music, man. I love playing house music. Love the soulful thing. Don't get me wrong. Love amapiano. Love all of that. You know. Started a label, all that kind of stuff. You started a label? Oh, yeah. Started a label. You know, I was doing, the label's called Music and Me, making tunes with artists from the States, vocals from the States, and then I'd always give Timberwolf, big up Timber, I'd give him my dub to do, and he would do the dub.
Is he old school, yeah?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I was just.
No, he's not.
Okay, yeah, no, I know he's not, but it's not that I know he's not, but because you mentioned, I was thinking, okay, like, is he?
I mentioned him because you know what, he's part of what I've done. He helped cement my label.
Okay.
I would always give him the dub to do, and he came with that style, which, as you know now, no one didn't know about Timberwolf before me. Didn't know about Timberwolf.
I tried to get him down there, man.
In 2020, when COVID was nicking, we was making tunes. And I'll go to an underground or a private party,
party,
and play some tunes, and people will be like, "Bro, who's that?" And I'm like, "This is me and Timberwolf." Who's Timberwolf? I said, "Don't worry, man. Watch Timberwolf soon come."
Coming true.
And bro, it's 2026, and you know he's doing his thing. So big up Timber.
Yeah, I see.
I've enough faith for you. Big up yourself, my brethren. Yeah?
But yeah, bro.
For life.
Anything you want to say before we wrap it up to the especially to up and coming hosts and MCs?
All I would say is believe in yourself. Always give your all. Try and always engage with the people. And just be real. You know what I'm saying? But just always have belief in yourself that what you're doing, you can do it and you can achieve it. Believe you me, because you know what? You can do it if you want to do it. Yeah? Don't let no one else tell you nothing. Yeah? And I would always encourage people, if that's what they want to do and that's what they feel, I'd always encourage them to, you know what, go full 100. Because you know what, there is space for more MCs to come and do their thing. You understand what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of MCs, like I said, out there now. You know, they couldn't get into garage, they couldn't get into jungle, they couldn't get into funky. But right now, they're in-house, or, you know, they found their calling. You know what I'm saying? But for me, personally, I'll just go across all genres. You know why? Because I'm just the MC. Like I said, I'd MC over nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get me? So, but yeah, just to any up and coming, just believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's, for me, CKP, the mayor.
Blessings.
You know?
Thanks for coming down, bro.
Spoken.
Thanks for coming down. I appreciate that.
No, man, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. It's always nice to come and have a little chat, a little discussion. Yeah. You know, and people can hear a little bit of what's been going on and how it started and how things have progressed and how things are now. So yeah,
bless, man.
Enough love. Mark, big up. I'll see you again soon. Maybe. You've been locked into Ilovesesh right here with Mark and myself, C to the K to the award-winning P, right here for your listening pleasure. Pow, the mayor, I'm out. We'll see you soon.
CK. Yeah. That's.
Say nothing, family. Say nothing.